Ironwood Games. This is Andrew.
And this is Marcus.
And we are back once again. We are on Mechanical Age. We are going to finish this off here. And we were working on rotating our fortress. So, one of the things I was figuring this out on that. Remember, this is our kind of our lock lever, and this one was our rotation lever. And then, if you are astute enough, you can hear as we put the release back on, or the lock back on, you can hear a sound. Oops. And it's interesting. These correspond to our previous Selenitic Age sounds, and there's some overlap there, so you can see there's some convergence between them. So I think we've got it rotated to the east. I think, which was where the one island we had seen was at. So let's go out and verify that. Aha, yes, we did. So remember, that's the island we came in on, where Leaking Book brought us in. This is our east island that we're going to go up, and we're going to see two symbols.
Oh,
So
you've seen those before.
we've seen these before, and it looks like these are symbols 3 and 4 because there's a blank space kind of here. So we'll remember them, right? 3 mountains with the sun, and then half moon. Or we'll scribble them down. Got it.
Scribbled.
And that's all that's on this little island here. We can note there is now an island off again in what would be the north direction. So we're once again going to go try and rotate this fortress, hoping that the other symbols are on the North Island. So once again, we need to get to the top. We hit the button, we step out. All right, we turn the brake off. We go there, and we hear, hopefully, again, you can hear that ding, which was our northern direction. It's facing north. So I believe we've rotated another quarter turn so we can get to the other direction. And we will get all the way back to the beginning. Here we go. And we've got 2 more symbols. Again, we'll scribble these down.
Horseshoe and spikes.
Horseshoe and spikes. I called this second one the backgammon symbol. It reminds me of backgammon board.
That works too.
I got them written down, though. We scribbled them down. Don't forget.
So says the sound effect.
So says the sound effect. And so there's no island to the west. And that lock that needed the combinations was on the original island in the south. So that's where we're going to reposition to get back to the beginning. All right. Oops, we got to hit the button and then step out. All right, we unlock, we rotate, which should be the west. And then we'll rotate again to what should be the doink or the southern direction. Bonk, doink, whatever we had called it before. And let's go back and put in that code. Here we are. Okay, so that one's right. This first one was, we said horseshoe, backgammon. Then this was the mountains with the sun. And our last one was half moon. All right.
Or half circle.
Or half circle. Ooh. And what do you think's going to be down here, Marcus?
Is it going to be the book?
It's the book!
It's the book! We did it!
So we'll go back to the library. We'll put the blue page in the blue book. And let's see what Akinar, this is I think Akinar's book. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Hello, I'm Akinar. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. It was Cirrus who did this to me. Cirrus, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. He's a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies. Do not believe him. He killed my father. He will kill you. Began when my brother Cirrus began to lust for riches. He stole from the ages of Myst. He hoarded riches for himself. My father slipped away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the ages of Myst, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. His lowly brother. Hated him. And then Cirrus began to destroy the ages of Myst. He burned their forest. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. He murdered their inhabitants. He destroyed all but 4 of the ages. Of course, I had to warn Father. When I finally found him, there was Cirrus also, talking cleverly. The lying tongue of a serpent. He had convinced Father that it was I who destroyed the ages. He convinced Father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And as Cirrus dealt the final blow, he tricked Father into believing that I was the murderer. But Cirrus did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. And his father died a slow death. He has doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, Father imprisoned us both. Not sure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother is a deceitful liar and deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me. You must only recover 1 additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf. It's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burned books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you the last blue page. Remember, take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to me. And do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, or you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Whoa.
All right, so we got a ton of information from Akinar. Of course, he says Cirrus is the bad guy. He burned the library, he murdered all the people on the islands, and he tried to murder their father. And they were both imprisoned because their father didn't know who did it, and of course Cirrus was trying to blame Akinar. He also told us, interestingly, he said to go to the bookshelf and find the book with patterns, and find pattern, he said 158, and use it on the fireplace. So we're gonna get to there. I think this is the right one. And we'll scribble it down. And do that. However, this is where we have definitely different options. We could kind of go on that right now. He said to use this and bring back the last blue page in the fireplace. Or we could go get that pink page and hear what Cirrus has to say for himself, which is what we're going to do. It's much more interesting to hear both sides of the story than to just trust one of them.
Yes.
So we'll go back. The nice thing about this one, like some of the others, is we've already done all the kind of pieces, so now we just have to go grab that page and come back. We don't have to rotate through. We don't have to find the combination code. We'll go to Cirrus's room. We'll find the somewhere in here. We find the secret pathway, and oops, wrong way. Here, we grab our pink page. And we will return. And then we'll get to listen to what Cirrus has to say. What do you think Cirrus is going to tell us, Marcus?
Complete opposite of what the other one said.
It's a pretty good guess.
If he doesn't, then this game is a lot more revolutionary than I think it would be.
So let's put the page in. And let's hear Cirrus's 8-minute speech.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Cirrus. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Akinar is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here, in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Akinar has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our explorations. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. His thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Acheron's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final chapter. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, entrapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. In this library, which is mostly burned but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released, and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will be face to face.
All right. So, much to Marcus's prediction, Sirius, of course, says he's the innocent victim, and Achenar is the one who burned the library and plundered the lands and committed atrocities. And he also urges us to look for the pattern in the book, pattern 158, and put it in the door of the fireplace, is what he says, and bring him the last red page. He also, at the end there, warns us that there's a green book there, and if we touch the green book, we will be imprisoned as well. So that's some pretty deep stuff, some serious implications here. What are your thoughts, Marcus?
Did the brother not tell us to touch the green book?
Achenar?
Yeah.
I don't recall him saying anything about the green book. But he may have. It's still a little garbled, and it's hard for me to always decipher everything they say.
Fair enough. Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to go find these pages and see what, make that mortal choice.
All right, that's a apt thought. Here's what we're going to do, though. I'm going to save real quick. Because I'm going to want to come back to this point, I know something that you may not know, Marcus, that there's multiple endings kind of to the game.
What?
So I'm going to save here so that we can explore all of them in probably a final video of this. But for now...
Final video?
Not yet. Let's go into the fireplace. Let's see what they're talking about. And then... But there probably will be one more final video where we explore all the endings. So I'm sitting in the fireplace. staring out onto the library. Hit the switch over here. Oh, and this door comes down. And here is where we were told to enter the pattern from the book, which I scribbled down. Of course, I did because I said I did.
You made the sound.
And yeah,
You had to.
had to have. Let's see if we can get it put in correctly. I think that's it. And then, oh, nope. I messed something up. That one goes there, and those go there. And they go here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Okay. Now that looks correct. And we hit the button now. Oh. And the fireplace rotates around. And we have here a blue page. We have a red page. And we have the green book. What are we going to do?
Is this where we say we're gonna have to find out in the next time on Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, wouldn't that be such a bummer to our audience? But I think it is.
Now you know how the rest of us 90s kids felt when that happened
Yeah.
after 20 minutes of dialogue.
Just dialogue, build up, and then find out next time. We'll actually explore, on our last video, we'll explore all of the options. Again, we'll see kind of all of those different endings and the outcomes. But this is it. We're here at the end, and we've got the big choice. If you don't know, again, we can think, who do we trust? Who do we not trust? What are our options? Red, blue, or green?
Do you pick? Do you want us to pick the blue page first, the red page first, or the green book? Post your votes in the comments below, and we'll pick a winner next time.
I like it. All right. Look forward to it. Post the comments. Let us know.